Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Now we are going to start the unit 2 of the non-conventional energy sources. Now coming to the unit 2, as discussed earlier in the previous slides, the unit 2 is dealing with the solar energy. And here what is meant by solar energy? I think everybody have got the basic idea in introduction classes of solar, wind, geothermal, biomass, and the ocean energy. So right now, as everybody know, what is meant by the solar energy means we are utilizing most of the solar energy by using the solar cell. So in the middle, we are having the solar cell, which is converting the solar energy into our useful energy. So this is the basic diagram. So coming to the next slide, we'll be explaining. Coming to the next slide, we'll be explaining how much of the radiation is going to coming from the sun. So suppose imagine like 100% of the incoming solar radiation we are assuming, only 51%, approximately 51% will be absorbed at the surface. So and also 19% is absorbed by the atmosphere and the clouds. And here you can see it as we are having some deflections as well as the atmosphere and all the things. So remaining 49% will be losing it. Only we are going to get absorbed is maximum of 51% and minimum of 47 to 45% we will be absorbing into the earth. So the useful solar radiation which we can utilize is 50%. Assume it to be 50%. Okay. So this is the basic concept of the solar radiation. How we can check it out. So coming to the next slide. So here you can see it as solar irradiation or the solar radiation is going to come, and also we are going to gather the solar radiation and also solar energy into the solar cells. So from the solar cell, how we are going to convert it and also how we are going to apply it. So this is the flow diagram. So as an ECE and also EEE students, you will be able to understand. But aero guys, you will be having the basic knowledge of this thing. So here we can check it out. So that's the reason for everybody to understand it easily for even aero students and all, and also mechanical students if they want to see this video. So here the first thing is the solar irradiance is going to fall on the solar cells or the solar plates. We call it as solar plates. In that we are having the solar cells. So we'll see the video in the live class how solar cells are going to work. So one YouTube video. So I'll be sharing in the live class. It will be interesting one, and you can check it out how it is going to function it, and also how solar cell is going to work out on it. So next one is we are having the charge controller. So from the solar cells we are going to keep the previous slide when we check. So we are having the charge controller, and next one it is going into the battery, and here we can check it out for the direct loads from the battery we can collect, or from the battery it is going to inverter, which is going to convert to AC loads. So this is a flow chain of the solar radiation. Okay, now coming to the next slide, here we can check it out what is meant by solar energy. So here it is nothing but, as we are seeing in the pics also, here it is a small matter type. It is nothing but radiation energy produced by the sun. It is clean and also a renewable source of energy. Renewable source of energy, as discussed in the previous classes, it is everlasting. So we can use it, and also we can effectively utilize it. Next one is harnessed by the solar collection methods such as solar cells, converted into usable energy such as electricity. So these are the points which we have discussed or we have seen it in the previous slides in the PIC form. So that one we have written on our own. So here I request everybody to please prepare the notes on your own, and all answers are correct unless until the matter is going to reach it. So you are writing for the solar energy means you must write about the sun and all the things. Don't write about wind or geothermal or biomass. So if you're writing that one, anything relevant to the answer, even it is near also, you'll get full marks. Don't worry about the marks. So you'll get the marks for sure. But here only try to understand the concept. So here we can check it out. Why only solar energy we are going to focus more. Here one thing is, first one is the solar energy is the most readily available source of energy. It is free. We know that. And next one, it is also the most important of the non-conventional sources of energy because it is non-polluting. When compared to the other renewable energy sources, the solar energy is the least polluting source. So that is the thing he is mentioning here, and we know that it is a renewable energy source. So here we have kept one small diagram. It is of the renewable energy. So here all other energies are going to depend on the solar energy only. Due to the solar things, and also the lunar effect also will be going to affect, because the moon also is going to depend on the sun only. So here we are going to get the lunar effects based on that where the wave energy is going to affect us. So here the main source of energy, or at least you can tell it as a life for the mankind, it is like the solar energy. It is a main part here we have to focus. So okay, coming to the next slide. So here we are going into the data, or we call it as a statistics of this thing. So one statistic we are having is statistics. The Earth's outer surface interrupts about 2 millionth of the energy generated by the sun, or about 1500 quadrillion. So here you can check it out these numbers. Why we are giving these numbers is in the first unit also you can get impacted the same way. Here you can check it out, stating like how much energy is going to come from the sun. So these are the roughly numbers which we have calculated as on date. We are having these numbers. These numbers may be true or maybe false, or it may be more than that, but not less than this. So here till this the human can calculate it as on date. So these numbers may be partially correct, but this is the exact data what we are having till date. Due to reflection, scattering and absorption by the gases and aerosols in the atmosphere, however, only 47% of this, or approximately 700, the number, reaches the surface of the earth. Previously I have told you like 51% we assumed it, but maximum to maximum we can go up to 51.